Yo, what's good? It's Mage AC Cuddy, man, and Hip Hop Court is now in motherfucking session. You heard? Word. Today we got special guest, man, Mango Boy KK. He currently residing in Ware State Prison. You feel me? It was just a recent riot that just went down. You feel me? Went a little viral and shit. So without further ado, let's go ahead and invite him to the live, man. Let's get it. Just invite him to the live, man. You know what I'm saying? Let's see what's up, man. Boom. Say join. What's good, Brody? About this, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead and invite the motherfucking link or whatever. You know what I'm saying? We about to get it on. Let's do it. I sent that motherfucker already, man. You gotta accept that bitch. Yo, what's good? What's good? Everybody tuning in, man. You know what I'm saying? We about to get this interview set up. My homie in prison and shit. He about to, let's see. It say you unable to join, but we about to put you on right now. I don't know what the fuck be going on. This shit be bugging out and shit. I sent you another request. Bada boom, bada bing. There we go. Yo, what's good with you, man? What's good with you?
What's good with you?
Shit, man. Ain't shit, man. We good, man. Welcome to Hip Hop Court, man. You feel me? First off, you know what I'm saying? I wanna introduce you to the people and shit. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and tell them who you are. You feel me? Say that one more time. Go ahead. I want you to tell the people who you are and shit.
No, I can't, like, I can hear you, but the reception crazy. You sound like a robot. I can't make out exactly what you're saying.
Alright, it's all good. Shit, man. I was saying, yo, if you could just go ahead and introduce yourself, you feel me? Tell the people who you are and shit.
Oh, all right. You know, my name Kevin Upkins, but you know, around the way, everybody know me. It's KK. I'm from the west side of Atlanta. I'm off of Bankhead, my neighborhood in Mango Circle. You know, right now I'm currently, you know, incarcerated. You know, sentenced to a life without parole sentence for armed robbery. No video, no weapon, no money, not even probable cause for them to even come to Atlanta and place me around the arrest. But through my music, I use my skills, you know, to catch people's attention and, you know, for them to, you know, look into the backstory. Right. So they'll know what's going on with my case.
Right. How comfortable are you talking about your case as far as like what can you tell the people, you know what I'm saying? Like what's your side of the story that you want to tell?
Hey, you're gonna have to DM me the message because I can't even hear you. Like I can hear you, but it's the you sound like a robot.
Yeah.
And it's drowning out the words, so I can't make out what you say. We might need to stop and try again.
Shit, nah, I was basically saying I'm gonna text it in the chat, but I was saying what can you tell the people about your case as far as what's your side of the story that you want to tell?
Oh, I heard case, so I'm thinking that what you referring to. Like, well, you know, in the case, it occurred in Douglasville, Georgia. Douglasville, Georgia is a county that's, you know, on racial profiling. They like 45 minutes west of Atlanta. You know, out of nowhere, You know, they show up in Atlanta with a arrest warrant, no probable cause. You know, to arrest someone, you need probable cause. Y'all make sure y'all check my Facebook page out too, because I get into a lot of details, you know, on there. But when they, arrested me, they brought me to the town, and now they question me. Okay, then they turn around and filed the arrest warrant 7 days later. So off the rip right there, I knew something was wrong. Now, I'm no expert at law at that time, but I knew something was wrong. Then,
Right.
You know, you arrested, and then behind 7 days later, the arrest warrant was filed. But there's a lot, the two main pieces of evidence in the case was the in-court identification from, a victim inside the business. It was a security finance bank. And
but so I mean, how long ago did this shit happen and shit? You know what I'm saying? Like this shit happened mad long ago. You feel me? Like how say that again?
I can hear you clear now.
Okay, bet.
I can hear you clear now. It occurred. This happened in May 2nd, 2008. Oh. See now look, I'm in the hood like a lot of us. In the hood, I'm on Bankhead, my neighborhood, Mango Circle. We don't know anything about law. I never heard one discussion about what your rights consist of. I even grew up on Campbellton Road a few years.
Yeah.
Never heard that topic. In school, never heard the topic. So when you fall into this situation of being arrested, you are oblivious to what your rights consist of,
right,
and how the procedures actually function.
Mm-hmm.
But now that I graduated Blackstone Career Institute, I can now comb my case. I can comb my case now.
Right. So shit, man, you know what I'm saying? I feel what you're saying. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a lot of motherfuckers in that situation. You feel me? Cause we don't have the knowledge, we don't have the information and shit, you feel me? And then we get fucked up when, you know what I'm saying, when the time comes, cause we never ready and shit, you know what I'm saying? So what's one thing you want to say to the people, you know what I'm saying, like as far as like advice and shit, like the biggest thing you learned out of your situation so far, like
the biggest thing is to whatever issue you find, or like whatever issue that come about, there's a little bit more to it than what we might be aware of.
Right.
That like when the attorney and the district attorney might be discussing on the matter, the issue gets a little deeper.
Right.
But we don't have that trained eye in what to look for. So what you do is you look up under the law that they state. Like in Georgia, our law is the OCGA code, official code, Georgia noted. So, and then they're going to have a number beside it. So whatever law citation they state, you want to go to the law library and read up on it.
So
that way you'll find out something.
So you basically saying like it's always something deeper to the story, you know what I'm saying? Like don't ever take nothing at face value type shit, you feel me? Like whatever somebody say to you, yeah, I feel that. Tell me, like, you feel me? What you would tell me, like what type of shit you was into, you feel me, when you was on the street and shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, and tell me how you feel now, like, you feel me, that you've been gone from the street for so long type shit, you feel me?
Man, like, the same thing that, these young dudes did talking about in this drill route that they do, it's been going on. It just heavily picked up in this route. These folks, indicting themselves. It's crazy, cause it's like, if you don't have any kind of understanding on anything, it's just like they'll take the little bit that they do have and just look at it as all the information that's required and needed, and they just go full circle with it. But like from when I was out there to now, I'm a total different person.
Mm.
I'm talking about it's a full 360 real talk. You know, the way I communicate, you know, my education, you know, we all have brains, but we have to be taught how to think.
Right, right.
Yeah, because you got brain, you're an excellent thinker. So it's all about learning, you know, studying this world and finding our place in it.
So what's one thing you would do now, differently with all the knowledge you got now that you know what I'm saying, that you would take on the street type shit with you?
See, I got an understanding of business now. You know, a business front. You know, owning what you have. Now I'm illiterate to a lot of this technical stuff. You know, I'm freshly learning, and you know, a lot of these different platforms. So I'm trying to get things set up so I can actually make money from my music.
Right.
You know, when you go to talking this little mumble jumble, you know, people don't understand these terms and they get bored and they tend to fall asleep on it. But, you know, I going to put a few of my skills together and entwine it with it and throw it out there. Then people check the backstory. They see, oh, this what's going on. This current. This what's going on for real. So, you know, bro, to the hip hop court and the rest of the world, I'm literally in here for something I did not do. Now, had I been in it, had I been guilty, you know, I'd take my lick. Cause it ain't like I'm an angel, you know, I'm from the street. But at the point that this incident happened, when they pulled up on me with this case, it was a guy I had just, you know, cut off from my team because he was bringing bad vibes. And 3 months after that, all hell went loose. You know, all hell went loose. You know, this guy involved me in 3 different incidents. I got ruled out as a suspect in one. In Ford County, that case was dismissed. Then when Douglasville came into play, they didn't even, you know, investigate.
Right.
As a matter of fact, they make evidence look more than what it really was.
So you cut off somebody. So you cut off somebody off your team and shit, and then all of a sudden you start getting into these different situations and shit, and now you locked up for life.
Exactly, and this same guy involved me in those incidents that I mentioned about. And, you know, I was ruled out as a suspect in the carjacking and some other incident, but I was ruled out as a suspect after they investigated. And that was in a different county, Paulding County. When you in Fulton County, you know, I had an incident that he involved. He gave information which led them to knocking and talking to me, and they investigated. You know, the case was dismissed.
So,
you know, 'cause I actually got locked up.
That was your homie and shit. How long was that your homie for?
Oh, he wanted to know, you know, I met him during the stench I had, you know, on the drug offense.
Okay.
You know, and it was after that drug offense, when I came home is when, I'm talking about first time ever in my life, bro, going legit. You know, after seeing Young Jock, you know, me and Shawty grew up together. You know, so, you know, I'm playing in his house, he in my house, and to see him on his screen like this, and, you know, I went to school with Dro, so seeing bro, and beat from on deck, you know, the label on hit on, you know, seeing people shout it low, you know, seeing these folks, this jump was amazing. So I'm like, man, I'm in the wrong business. Cause you know, the game lovely, but when them downtime come, the people you love telling on you, the people you think gonna keep it real flipping, and on top of having to come behind these walls and hurt. Cause there's a lot of hurt with this shit. Niggas be kicking it like they just bad and can deal with everything. But when them cameras ain't on you, you know, on reality this thing.
That's real shit.
And they need to think about that before they come in here, cause these niggas scarred. Like 40 minutes. I'm talking about for crazy crime. I ain't never coming home. And if you won't find many people on the level that I am independently, you know, trying to do something.
Right.
You know, like which I do.
So,
As far as trying to stay.
I mean, that's the sad reality for a lot of our people. You feel me? Like we either end up dead or behind them walls. You feel me? You said when you got out, you had started getting legit and shit. You met different people that was outside of your circle. You feel me? That was doing different shit, but still making money and shit. You feel me? I feel like that's
Yeah.
important. You feel me? Because like that's opportunities and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of them our motherfuckers don't have those opportunities and shit. You know what I'm saying? And that shit just like that shit lead us to make those certain decisions and shit. You feel me? Like I don't always condone the people that do that type shit because like me and you we them type niggas. You feel me? Like we was at that point one time and we ain't had that knowledge and shit. You feel me? And those the shits we had to resort to type shit. You feel me? So with Hip Hop Court, we basically on a mission to try to like spread that knowledge and shit. You feel me? That's part of why I wanted to interview you and shit. You feel me? Like I wanted you to tell your story and shit. You feel me? I wanted other motherfuckers that may be in a situation where they struggling with. You feel me? I want they may be looking for some type of advice and shit. You feel me? Like what would you have to say to motherfuckers who going through some shit right now and like who feel like they don't have an option?
Like I'm gonna the best answer to give is an example. You know, and I'm gonna give you an example from my life. Okay, you know, a little quick synopsis. You know, when I first got locked up, you know, I ain't know nothing. I'm oblivious to what's going on. Okay, we held the trial. You know, the state do what they do underhandedly to, you know, get me in, you know, in their jail and convict me. I don't know what's going on, so I'm forced to have an attorney to put all my trust in. Now, it works better when you know your rights and you can supervise. But if you don't know nothing, you going off of every suggestion and you don't even know the right questions to ask. So, okay, they bailed you out. Okay, now I got life without parole. Nobody got injured. Nobody got slapped. You know, from the facts of the case, looking at it, you know, there is not even a weapon available. So how do you get charged with armed robbery and there's no a weapon or evidence?
Right.
But back, I was saying, okay, I went to Blackstone Career Institute. I did about 7 months in there. I graduated with a 93.56 GPA. I was a half of a point shy of graduating with honor. I mean, you know, yeah, with honor. Okay, at this point, now I'm certified. So I know now. So I go through my transcript. I comb my case. I look, you know, I use the skills that I just learned. And to my amazement, you know, I see a lot of things that could have been done on the behalf of my attorney to get me exonerated, not just get a lighter sentence or, you know, or whatever the case may be, but exonerated for me being charged with it. You know, the attorney didn't do.
So, you had a public attorney?
Now I had a paid attorney. I had a public defender for probably about a couple of weeks. And then I hired Dennis Shy, you know, who he had helped Gucci Man on one of his cases. But I had hired Dennis Shy, but this nigga trying to charge me like I'm Gucci. So every time I turn around, I'm kicking rats out your home. So
these lawyers don't be fucking around. These lawyers be really taxing, like motherfuckers be out here doing shit, man, but don't even realize when it's time. When it's time, you know what I'm saying? You look that lawyer price up, that shit ain't no little bullshit. You feel me? Like that shit ain't what motherfuckers be thinking. You know what I'm saying? So I feel you with that shit, my nigga. So basically what you trying to say is, you know what I'm saying, you put your don't put your life in another motherfucking hands type shit, cause you had the lawyer dealing with whatever case and shit, and you got life. And you basically took the knowledge that you motherfucking, you know what I'm saying, that he was supposed to do. You took that knowledge and found out some shit to where you could do that shit yourself type shit now.
See, like now it's always good to have an attorney because if something is not done on your behalf and your defense during trial, then there's nobody to claim ineffective on. So you're gonna have to live with the mistake that you made. That's why they were talking about that guy down there in Florida,
Yeah.
who got convicted. They were like, you know, a person who represents himself has a fool for an attorney, and that statement stems from like if you represent yourself and there's something that you could have did to help you, or you did something to hurt you, it's gonna be complicated righting that wrong on appeal because you represented yourself. Now, if you had an attorney, you had somebody to claim, oh, he was ineffective, and that's a constitutional violation. So, and all you would have to do is just state the claim. And see what that does is it preserves the issue for when you do later learn. And that's what I was getting to earlier. Like, after learning everything and combing my transcript, I learned what the issues really were. So now I done started trying to do everything pro se, which is file it myself. But, I was having the procedure wrong because this course does not cover post-conviction. It only covers the criminal phase, like, leading up to trial. So, with that being said, I speak to the lawyer. This is the example that I was talking about. I'm speaking to the lawyer. I'm like, he asking me what all procedures that I done had. I said, I went to trial, I did an appeal, and I had a habeas corpus. I was like, I didn't know my rights then, so I didn't know what to bring up. So I was denied on all those. He was like, well, Mr. Upkins, I'm sorry. There's nothing I can do for you. I can't help you. You done exhausted all your remedies. There's no procedure for you to go in and receive relief. So instantly, my heart sunk in my head because I'm drunk when home say this. I'm like, man, I'm reading this, that, and the third. I know that you can bring this issue up. So I go to question him on the information that I'm aware of that he don't know I'm aware of. So when I go to speaking on some of the evidence that I have to support that defense, he was like, oh, you talk about under Title 17. Well, you can challenge jurisdiction at any time. I like, yes, sir. I like 1794 to be exact. He like, oh, so you familiar with the that kind? I like, yes, sir. And right then, life was restored in me again because these issues that I'm telling you about in reference to the witness, in reference to the evidence that they used against me, it never should have been allowed in trial. But because I didn't argue it in the regular phase procedures, I didn't exhausted all my remedies and lost. I can't bring it up. But because jurisdiction is an issue that can be attacked at any time, that's what got Bill Cosby case vacated, a matter involving jurisdiction. You know what I mean? And then once that happens, if the state try anything from that point after I get the case vacated, I can go with the defenses that I should have used when I first was arrested.
Right. Man, you feel me? It's a lot, you feel me? It's a handful of shit. Huh?
I was saying, just think about how confusing all that sounds.
It is, you feel me? That's what I was gonna say. Like, it's a lot of information to unpack within these 20 minutes that that we set. So we just gonna sit it at that for now, Let the people, let the people think on it and shit, you feel me? We just put your story out and shit. And the main thing is that I got from your situation is that we need the knowledge, you feel me? Because like there's always something to be done and shit. And even if you got like in your situation, you got a lawyer and shit, there's still things like you can be doing on your part type shit. Don't ever like put your hands in another motherfucker life type shit. You feel me?
Exactly.
This is hip hop court and shit, so you definitely gotta touch on the music one time. Who your favorite artists and shit? Who you got a top 5 in the game right now? Top 5 dead or alive?
Hey, look, people would think that I will probably be biased because I'm from Atlanta, but you gotta tip to that boy Tip, man. I fuck with Charlotte, man. I don't be going in since day one, man. And then Lil Baby was at Hancock with me when he did that time.
Okay, he was in that bitch.
Yeah, he was man shouted me, him, and Lotto. His closest partner. We was all in the dormitory together. But you can't tag. He's so big that you can't tag him. So I haven't been able to get at him, right? Like he not well or what I even got going on. So you see where my views is. I'm known throughout the city, but I'm just new to all this here. So everything that I'm doing on my own.
Yeah, I feel you. I mean, shit, we in hip hop court right now. You feel me? Like right now, our platform is small, but shit, nigga, you know what I'm saying? I'm grinding my damn self to the point where this shit gonna get bigger and shit, and you know what I'm saying? It's only gonna go up from here. You know what I'm saying? So we got T.I., Lil Baby. Who else? Who the 3 more?
I fought with that boy M. Shouted lyrical, man. I don't be going to fuck M. You gotta respect Jay-Z, guys. Cause what bro did for the game. And let me see. I at least want to make sure I get somebody in there. Oh yeah, man. I'm fucking with my little player partner. That boy 24 out there, man. 24 heavy. Shouted doing his thing, man. That boy, I got a lot of people that I listen to, man.
Right.
I got a lot of people out. Okay, there's a lot of people. That's a hard question for me when you ask.
I feel you. All right, man. My last question, bro. My last question for you is, if you could go back to your 13-year-old self, what would you tell yourself?
Get serious about some legitimate business early.
Get serious about some legitimate business early.
I looking at the money that I played with, man, the things that I did.
Yeah.
You be like, wow.